chief supporting contests on the big SSE Wembley Arena show on Saturday 9th of May, alongside Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubanks topping the bill. We've got the chief supporting contest, the WBO European Super Middleweight Championship, between the champion on my left, Frank Buglioni, and the challenger on my right, Lee Markham. Certainly a fight that we're all looking forward to. As we know, they've got great amateur rivalry. They're both one apiece in the amateur ranks, so now it's carrying on into the professionals. So we could see some good similar rivalry to the likes of George Groves, James DeGale, with that kind of fierce passion and intensity. So these two, we're expecting a great fight between them. For Frank, it's the second defence of his WBO European crown in his second reign as champion. He's made a stunning return to form since his loss to Sergei Kamitsky last year. 4 back-to-back wins. He's now ranked number 6 in the WBO, only 1 place behind James DeGale. So for Frank, it's a very crucial fight to win. Obviously, he's got his ambitions now to go on towards the world title. But the gentleman on my right, Lee Markham, he's looking to make a big statement for himself. So he's looking to wreck Frank's dreams. For Lee, this is his highest profile career to date. In his last fight, he lost to Jermaine Stiley in a very close, controversial and debatable points loss. So for Lee, he'll be looking to make a big statement on his return against Frank. Before I open up the floor for questions, I'll ask each boxer to say a few opening words, and then we'll throw the floor open for questions, and with one-on-ones available afterwards. Starting off with the challenger, Lee Markham.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Queensbury and Dominic for giving me the opportunity. Obviously, like you just said, I've come off a close points win, so to get the chance to fight for the WBO European title, I'm very thankful and glad to be here.
Lovely, thanks Lee. Frank?
Yeah, well, credit to Lee Markham for taking the fight. I had 3 title holders all reject the fight. Southern Area champion Tom Baker, English champion Jermaine Smile, and Commonwealth champion Luke Blackledge. So credit to Lee for stepping in and taking the fight, and it's a fight I'm looking forward to.
Lovely, thanks Frank. All right gents, I'll throw the floor open for a few questions.
So start with, ask you both the same question, but I'll start with Frank. Is it a clash that was always inevitable, because there's been a bit of words for the last year or so between you, hasn't there?
Yeah, I think it was a fight that we both wanted. We both got come forward aggressive styles, so it was always going to be a good fight. And yeah, I know myself, I always wanted it. I know Lee wanted it. I think it was Steve Goodwin that prohibited it from happening and stopping it. So now that we can get it on, it's really good.
Yeah, I think Frank hit the nail on the head there, but yeah, the fight didn't happen through politics and whatnot, but our styles will make a great fight. I did think it's going to happen, obviously coming off a loss that I thought that I won, but like I say, I'm thankful to be given the opportunity, and May the 9th I'm going to prove why I'm going to win.
We've put a few more questions through, and then we'll do the one-on-one straight afterwards.
What was the deal with the bet that was going on? You were saying about a bet between you and Steve Goodwin?
Yeah, that was between my camp and Steve Goodwin, and that bet still stands if he wants it. I think that was the thing that was holding the fight back, to be honest with you. He offered the bet for 10,000. We said we'll make it 20, and then he jumped in and said we'll make it 30. I said I accept. And I had a couple of big sponsors that were willing to back me as well. They said the way they see it was an easy return on their money, and I think Steve Goodwin, he's gone missing. He's nothing to do with the fight now, so I don't think he was too confident on the bet. But as I say, that bet still stands with Steve Goodwin or any of his associates that want it.
Yeah, bet's got nothing to do with me for the record. If I had 30 grand, I wouldn't be getting. I wouldn't be getting into a boxing ring if I had 30 grand thrown around. So yeah, I'll have a fiver bet or something.
But Frank, the fight still appealed to you even after Lee's defeat to Jermaine?
Yeah, well, styles make fights, so I know that was a very close fight, and Lee's had some close fights because he goes in there and he fights with his heart, which I've done in the past as well. So we're both fighting men, we're both going to go in there, and I can't imagine either one of us taking a step back, so it's going to be very exciting to watch. But I've got the size, I've got the strength, and I've got the skill, and I've got two top tacticians in Steve Collins and Pascal to win this fight, so I'm very confident.
Lee, Frank's been in good form since he went to Ireland, since the Kamitsky defeat.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're the man to wreck his good run?
I was never one. I always wanted to fight Ralph from sort of day one. I thought, like you said, our styles to make a great fight. I never jumped on. I never see the Kamitsky fight and thought, like, kicking one down, I'll jump on that. Oh yeah, I'll have him now. Now he's fought and lost, sort of thing. I want him to do well as long as he ain't fighting me. So that I was gutted that he lost because I wanted to be the first one, like, handing him his first defeat. But I've always thought I'd beat him, so I'm confident doing the job.
What did you think of Kamitsky's win over Edges?
It didn't surprise me. They jumped at the fight thinking they was going to upstage me and beat Kamitsky, but he's very underestimated. He gave Robert Stieglitz a hell of a lot of trouble, and most people had him winning that fight, and he had Stieglitz on the deck in that fight as well. So people have looked at me and thought, well, Buglioni's a bit of a hype job. He's not that great a fighter. He got beat off a journeyman, but Kamitsky's not a journeyman. He's a world-class fighter, and I'm 50% better than what I was then. So I think anyone that looks at me and thinks he's beatable is going to be their undoing.
Rocky Fielding and Callum Smith have been put into the British title in your way.
Yeah.
At least something that you want to look to this year at some point.
Yeah, if that fight happens, I'd love to fight the winner, but whether it happens or not is a different story. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Is there any more further questions for the top table? So both guys are available for one-on-ones. We're going to do a face-off first with the camera, so if you want to bring...
Hard work, dedication. Hard work. Dedication. Hard work. Dedication. And that's what we stick to.